Good morning, everybody. Jason Grandon with the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. All right. First of all, sorry for no musical introduction. We figured today we'd get right into it. And this is going to be one of two podcasts that we're going to post up today. So, the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, thanks you for making this the #1 rated Arizona real estate and lifestyle podcast. Super proud of that. And it's all thanks to you and the comments we get and issues you want to hear. As you know, half the time we don't even talk about real estate. We just talk about how great it is to live in Arizona. August 1st, 2024. We are going to be, I don't think we're going to hit 100 degrees today. I don't know what's going on, but it's going to be nice. So, anyways, real estate market is hot. Don't let anyone tell you different. The next podcast you'll want to listen to, because we're going to talk about why it's important to list your house if you're thinking about selling in August for a September launch. We'll get into that later. But today, August 1st, 2024, the real estate market has changed. This is nationwide. This is not Arizona. This is not just the Grandon Group. This is a National Association of Realtors change. And listen, I'm not going to get into the rules or the nonsense of why this thing came about. Fact of the matter is, it's here. Us as realtors have to follow it, and there's huge fines if we don't. So please understand that the world has changed. Now, this is good for you as a consumer, because now, most of you own businesses or work in a position where you're of authority. So now, when you do real estate transactions, instead of just picking out any Tom, Dick, or Harry realtor, you're actually going to have to decide, okay, who do I want to work with? I want to buy a house, or I want to buy a commercial building, I want to buy land, whatever it is. Now, you have to actually pick out a couple realtors, interview them, because for us to take you out now, we have to be contracted. It means you have to sign a buyer broker, and you have to agree to work with us, just like we have to agree to work with you. This is great because now it is an employee relationship, and we're going to tell you what we do. And then if we don't follow it, hey, you're fired, or congratulations, just like a regular job. So now you're an employer, we're the employee. And personally, I like it that way. Because when you call and you're like, Jason, I want a single level 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and I send you a 2-level 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, obviously I didn't listen. So, anyways, that's not going to happen with the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. So, what I'm going to do now is just kind of go into the new norm and interviewing realtors and signing the buyer broker agreement with, of course, the Grandon Group, the Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, serving all of Arizona: Flagstaff, Prescott, Sedona, Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, Chandler, Gilbert. So we've got you covered. Okay, in the ever-evolving world of real estate, and I'm just kind of going to read this off my blog because it's pretty clear on it. But anyways, in the ever-evolving world of real estate, buyers and renters now face a crucial new requirement, and that is interviewing realtors and signing a buyer broker agreement before starting the property search. There is absolutely no way around this for realtors. We cannot open a door for you unless this is signed, which means it's fine. We're going to just set up all the expectations up front, so there's no surprises during the transaction. This is going to be great. It's going to make the transaction move faster. It's going to keep the buyers and sellers, you guys, a lot happier. And the change is designed to enhance the buying and renting experience to ensure better representation and clearer communication. So clearly this came about because there was realtors out there that lie. And here at the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, we believe this shift will bring significant benefits to our clients, you, and of course the real estate process as a whole. Okay, why the change? Well, enhanced professionalism. As we know, there's always scumbags in the business, whether you're an attorney, a car salesman, work at Walmart. There's always somebody who just muddies the barrel. The real estate market is highly competitive, and ensuring professionalism is paramount. So by interviewing realtors, you buyers, renters, and sellers can select professionals who don't only understand your needs, but they can demonstrate the highest level of competence and ethics. So this also is going to bring about clearer expectations. A buyer-broker agreement clearly outlines the responsibility of both the realtor and the client. This agreement is going to set clear expectations, so reduce misunderstandings and ensuring a smoother transaction process. So now You can say, Jason, Stacey, my sister, I expect to have daily listings sent to my house. I need to make sure that I don't want a 2-story house. I want a single-story house. You set the expectations. I expect you to be able to show me houses on Wednesdays and Fridays. Whatever the case is, it's going to be set out in that group there, in that buyer broker. This is great. Commitment and loyalty, okay? Listen, when a client signs a buyer broker agreement, it shows commitment to working exclusively. I look at it more like this. When you hire the Grandon Group, we become your employee. So you're working with us, and all your real estate needs will go through us. Now, this is time sensitive. So if you start today and you're like, I want to buy a house within the next 2 months, it's a 2-month contract. And after we get the house, it's done and you can move on. So, if your sister's brother's best friend gets her license after the transaction, then you don't have to feel like you're tied in forever. This is a time-sensitive commitment. The commitment encourages realtors to invest more time and effort into finding the perfect property. So now, instead of saying, okay, let's go look at this, we're going to get to know you, and we're going to say, what do you want? What is the perfect property? And this way, when we go out, if you told me you want a 5-acre horse ranch because you have 2 horses, but it's easy, okay, we're going to talk about it, and then maybe a 2.5-acre ranch will work. We're going to lay out these expectations and make sure that we're not wasting anyone's time. Plus, our dedication to our clients ensures you receive personalized attention and unwavering support throughout the process. There is always, 100% of the time, somebody available from the Grandon Group to help you out. So if I go out of town, my sister is available. If she's out of town, I'm available. There's always somebody here for the Grandon Group, 100% of the time, 24 hours a day. Okay, the next part of this is the legal protections that we get into. These agreements provide a legal protection for both parties. They define a scope of realtor services and the client's obligation, which can prevent potential disputes and legal issues down the road. We are meticulous when it comes to attention to detail and adherence to legal standards. So this way, you don't have to worry about, this realtor is just trying to get paid. That's out the door. You're going to know exactly what's going on the entire step of the way, just like we always have, but now we have to kind of just discuss it a little bit more. Okay, better resource allocations, okay? Now, realtors often invest a significant amount of time and resources in helping clients find the right property. We do this regardless. But now the formal agreement is going to ensure that our efforts are compensated, allowing us to allocate resources more effectively to provide higher quality of service. As Arizona's leading brother and sister team, we leverage our resources to offer unmatched service and results. People, this is an important thing here. You need to have realtors that are looking out for your best interest. That's what this comes down to. It has to be about you. It doesn't need to be a win for the realtor. It needs to be a win for you. And quite honestly, a win for you is a default win for us because, listen, if you're happy, you're going to tell a friend, they're going to call us, the wheel goes round and round. It has to be a winning situation for you. Okay, we move into the interview process. Now, we know the greatest asset you guys have is time. And what I mean by that is that you're busy. You don't really have time to sit here and, mess around when you're trying to get something done. I want to buy a house. I want to get done. I don't have time to mess around. I understand that. My sister understands that. A lot of realtors don't. I know this is about you. We know this is about time. The interview process. Interviewing a realtor might seem daunting, but it's an essential step to ensure you find the right match. If you're thinking about buying or selling, we would like to be part of that interview process. It's fast. We answer your questions. We put our answers down in writing to you, and we move on. Prepare questions, though, for you. And if you have questions and you're thinking about interviewing other people, I have no issue giving you questions that you should ask realtors. Prepare questions about experience, knowledge of the local market, approach to client relationships, approach to relationships with other fellow realtors. Listen, there's realtors out here that have burned bridges with other realtors and they just won't work with them. We want to make sure that our expertise and success goes into finding you the perfect place or selling the place and getting you the highest amount of money. Important to check credentials. Yes, every realtor, you turn on social media, every realtor sold $25 million this month and they're on all the TV shows selling Sunset. They're wearing their, $5,000 Gucci shoes and driving their leased Ferrari or whatever the case is. Verify qualifications, licensings, memberships, and professional organizations. A good realtor will have a solid background and be up to date with industry standards. So, for example, you're not going to see me ever, which I wish I did, but I just never got into like the high end clothes. But you're probably never going to catch me in a $10,000 suit in this heat, walking around wanting to show a $500,000 house or even a $10 million house for that matter. But we got to check credentials. It's not hard to do. You can look it up online. You got to make sure that the realtor, if you're hiring them to sell your house, they got to have enough money to market it. And I don't care if your house is $40,000 or $10 million. Right out of the gate, we're generally $2,000 in marketing fees before we even get started. Something to keep in mind: if your realtor cannot afford to do virtual tours or market your property properly, you're losing money. Okay, evaluate communication. Pay attention to how the realtors communicate. Are they responsive? Are they clear? Are they attentive? Now, if you call 11 o'clock at night and no one answers the phone, okay. But if 7:30, 8 o'clock rolls around and you don't have a call back, there's an issue. Good communication is crucial for a successful partnership. So it's always important that you're informed and confident. Seek referrals. Ask past clients. Hearing about others' experiences. A lot of realtors get reviews. Sometimes people don't have time. Again, time's an asset. A lot of people don't have time to write a testament, but it is good to ask for past client referrals, or maybe talk to the broker about them. Okay, now we get into this. After you've done all this, in order for us to open a door, and I'm talking, it's a $5,000 fine and a 30-day suspension if we don't do this. Signing the buyer-broker agreement. Once you found the realtor that meets your criteria, the next step is signing the buyer-broker agreement, okay? This document is going to give you a duration of time like we talked about, scope of services, details of services the realtor will provide, such as property searches, negotiation, closing assistance, compensation, okay? This is where it gets a little tricky. National Association of Realtors pulled commissions off the market. Doesn't mean they're not being offered. It's just we can't see them. So now we have to call the other realtor and say, hey, Mr. Seller, to the realtor, what are you offering? I'm offering a 2.5% co-broke. Fine. We have to put, since you don't know that, we don't know that up front, we have to outline how the realtor will be compensated, whether it's through a commission split, a flat fee, or other arrangements. So it's very important that we're transparent on the commission structure to ensure everyone understands the agreement. There are going to be cases where you find a house and it's, let's say, $500,000, and let's just say 3%, we get a 3% commission, $15,000. $500,000 house, $15,000 commission. We call the other realtor and they're like, we're not paying a commission. A good realtor is going to know how to circumvent that so it does not cost you $15,000. But there are going to be cases that if you really want that house and that realtor is not paying it, it could end up costing you an additional $15,000. And honestly, there's no way around it. You can sit there and go get another realtor. It's going to be the same issue. And you can go to that realtor, I guess, and go as unrepresented. But then it's going to open up a huge line of legality stuff as far as things that you should be getting that you're not getting. And yes, for every good deal out there, there could be 100 great deals. That one bad deal is going to end up costing a lot. Talk to the realtor. Talk to the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. Okay, client responsibility is the same thing. This is defined as when you sign the buyer broker, we're telling you what's expected from you. You're our employer. So I'm going to provide you necessary information and being available for property viewings and whatever kind of questions you have. And if I don't know the answer, I'm not going to make it up like some of these people do. I'm going to go find out the answer for you, bring it back to you in a super fast amount of time. So this way, it's a successful partnership. You're the boss. I will get this stuff done. Okay, so embracing the new norm with the Grandon Group. While this is a requirement that may initially seem like an additional step, it is. Everyone's been complaining about it and stuff like that. But honestly, it's designed to improve the overall real estate experience, as it should have been. This is the biggest decision in your life. This is one of the biggest, most stressful things you do in your life is real estate. You're an employer. Your employees should be taking very good care of you. If not, they should get kicked to the curb. By taking time to interview realtors and sign a buyer-broker agreement, the buyers, renters can ensure they are well represented, understand their rights and responsibilities, and enjoy a smoother, less stress, more efficient process. The new norm of interviewing realtors and signing buyer-broker agreements marks a positive shift in this industry. It empowers clients to make informed decisions. It's going to foster stronger realtor-client relationships, and it's going to enhance the professionalism and efficiency of real estate transactions. This is done for you, even though it might not seem like it, or maybe to the realtors it doesn't seem like it, but quite honestly it is. This is done for you. So, when you guys get ready to buy or sell, the Grandon Group, www.thegrandongroup.com, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, are able to guide you through this process with confidence and experience. Embrace the change. Take the first step towards finding the perfect property with the Grandon Group. Also, I got to tell you, we're going to have fun with this. We opened a little bit of a clothesline. We got a new logo that just launched. So we're going to have hats, shirts, bottles. We're going to have a whole bunch of just fun stuff. We want you to have fun. But again, you're the boss. We want to just make sure our boss is happy. Listen, if you have any questions on it, don't read into everything on it because it's convoluted. Social media has it all over the place. You've got realtors giving out wrong information. You've got news media for sure giving out wrong information. And the fact of the matter is, this is a positive change, and we are looking forward to working with our buyers, our sellers, and yes, the renters. InstantRenters.com is in full swing as well. So listen, we're going to make this good. We're going to make it happy. You guys are going to be great, and you're going to be so much more happy. In fact, when the real estate transaction is done, we want you to be happy. We want you to sit there and say, wow, what a great transaction. Yeah, I was at work. I didn't have to worry about this or that. The Grandon Group took care of it. All right. Thanks again, guys. Hey, I've got another podcast coming up this afternoon on why you should list your house now for a September launch. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to tell you about it. Check out thegrandongroup.com. Go to our blog. There's new blogs up. I do the blogs more than the podcast. But anyways, also, thank you very much for making the podcast Arizona's #1 real estate and lifestyle podcast. We got some cool stuff to talk about, which we'll touch base on it. In fact, I kind of have a feeling this month there's going to be a lot, especially as we move into fall. Oh, it's my favorite time of year. Fall is great. We got pumpkin patches coming up. It's less than a month away. Halloween store opens up here. And for those of you that have met me or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know that I am like the mayor of Halloween. I love fall. And the house gets ready to get... In fact, my fall stuff's out. I haven't put it up yet, but it's ready. I am ready to rock and roll. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a great year. It's been a great year so far. Thanks to you. Jason Grandon here with the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. We'll talk to you on the next episode.